Okay, here we are. And what's your name?
My name is Colin Doherty from Porsche Nashua.
We are here as part of the Lionwa Auto Series talking about all the different EVs in the lineup. And today, I've been really looking forward to this day. We're talking about the Porsche Macan EV. Why don't you talk a little bit about some of the features of this particular vehicle?
Sure.
And what sets it different than other vehicles in its class?
Absolutely. So, like you said, this is the Macan EV. This is the small SUV from Porsche's lineup, fully electrified. This is a brand new model for Porsche. Very, very exciting. So this car blends practicality, comfort, beauty, technology into one very, very good package. The driving dynamics are exactly what you would expect from a Porsche, and everything else is wonderful to be around.
I was talking, when I pulled in, we saw Warren, and he said, these vehicles are flying off. They like, just orders are coming in rapid fire, like hard to get. They're sourcing them, and as soon as they come in, people are signing for them.
Yeah, we have a wait list for test drives. I mean, it's pretty unbelievable.
That's pretty awesome. I'm happy to be able to get in one today.
Absolutely.
Why don't you talk about some of the features of this particular vehicle? Top end. What's the top end speed on this?
So something like this is going to be electronically limited to 155 miles an hour.
Okay.
If you take that limiter off, you're going to be deep into the 100s, probably 180 or so.
Oh, God.
Features of this particular car, of course, you know, being the EV, it's loaded up with technology. So you're going to have really, really high-end headlights that turn with your steering wheel, adaptive cruise control, lane centering, called Porsche InnoDrive. Of course, you're going to have that big, beautiful sunroof up top. Rear-wheel steering is available. I mean, if you can imagine a feature on a car, this car can come with it.
What do we have for a range with this one?
This particular car is going to do mid-300s. There's some pretty crazy guys over at the Porsche factory, and they've actually gotten one of these up to 400 miles.
That's the most out of any of the ones that we've taken.
It's really impressive.
A lot of them are like right around 275 to 300. Even talk about, that's the first time I've even heard 400 of a range being discussed.
Absolutely. Now, of course, that has to be optimal temperatures, a bit of a tailwind, but it can do it. I mean, normal day-to-day driving during the summer, you're going to be 350 to 380 miles.
And you spoke to me earlier. You drove down from Nashua.
Yep.
And you said unbelievably efficient.
Absolutely. Yeah, 45-mile drive. It only used about 25 miles of range. So the number it's giving you is a pessimistic number at that.
Wow.
It's really impressive.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Let's check out the inside.
Absolutely. Let's do it.
Let's check this out. Oh my God. All a Porsche. Oh, absolutely. Wow. The dash is so sexy. Now, we were talking earlier about the price on this vehicle, and I was astounded on how affordable it is.
Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's really good. I mean, with a lot of options on the car like this, you're in the low to mid $90,000 range. The car starts at 79 grand, and for a full-fledged Porsche that looks and drives like this, it's really good.
That's wild, because I know there are pickup trucks that are pushing $80,000, $90,000 nowadays.
Absolutely.
There's a little bit different class than a pickup truck.
Indeed, yeah.
That's all I'm going to say. Oh, wow. All right, let's check out the electronics here. Very clean layout.
Absolutely, yeah. So for the first time, this is using Android Automotive. Basically what that means is it's going to be snappier, sharper, quicker to use, and more simple to use. It's a really, really nice upgrade.
And I imagine, so you have two different screens. You have a screen right here, right in front of the steering wheel, and then you have the one off center. And I imagine you could probably rotate through and have different information tailored to what you want to see right there?
Absolutely, highly configurable. So if you want, you can see tire pressure info, your Google Maps, you can get the power distribution, you can even see your G-forces bouncing around on the left side there to see exactly where the weight is being shifted in the car.
Oh my God. So this car right here has 226 miles. It's that new?
Absolutely, brand new.
Oh my God, let's go. Bose sound system.
Absolutely.
So that's got to be pretty badass. And you know, I think this is very. So you mentioned Google, the Android system, but I also see you have the ability to pair with Apple CarPlay, which for a lot of people I think is very important.
Indeed, absolutely. Yeah, wireless Apple CarPlay. It works flawlessly, and like I was saying before, you can get your directions using Apple Maps directly in front of you in the gauge cluster, which is a really, really nice feature. It's very rare to get that kind of communication.
What I love about generally all these EVs is how they put a lot of the knobs away, and it's just such a clean interface. Now this knob is something I have never seen. This is like an analog type knob right here, drive mode.
Absolutely.
So what are we talking about when we turn this? Can I if I turn it right now? Oh,
absolutely. So you'll see the ambient lighting does something else. That will switch the drive mode from your normal mode, your sport mode, off-road, range. So there's quite a few pre-packaged modes in here to change the personality of the car quite a bit.
Wow. All right, let's take it for a ride.
Let's do it.
I'm so excited. Let's go. All right.
Cool.
Let's do it. Here we go. You know, I just love the way these ride. And do you have an? I know the BMW. I think the BMW was my favorite on the acoustics of. Do you have options on what kind of fake noise that the car is going to make?
On this particular one, no. As with Porsche, it's an option. So,
oh, there you go. Okay.
But you do get, like as standard, a little bit of that synthesized electric motor noise, which I think is really cool.
I love it. This also has, does this have options as far as the regenerative braking that will, the brake, when it automatically brakes, will put more charge into the battery?
Absolutely, yeah. So this car doesn't, unlike a lot of EVs, this does not have one pedal braking where when you let off the throttle, it immediately starts slowing you down. Porsche thinks it's more efficient to be able to coast. So the regenerative braking in this car is more like engine deceleration in a manual transmission. It's very gradual. In addition to that, the brake pedal, first 30%, will give you regeneration as well. It doesn't actually use the brake pads.
I got it. Yeah, when they say, the things they say about EVs are that you don't have the normal maintenance that you have on an internal combustible vehicle, but you generally will go through more tires, and that's just about it. That's
about it. Yeah, I mean the service interval for Porsche EV is 2 years, 20,000 miles. It's double what it normally is.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they're all so quiet, and I just keep coming back to it's a refined beast.
100%. Yeah, I always describe the EVs as like sliding across the kitchen floor in your socks. It's so smooth, it's so fun.
Feel those G's. Yeah, this has definitely retained the Porsche, the elements. They didn't bastardize it. Some of the there are others that like it seemed like they've slapped a EV badge, but it's not congruent with the brand. This right here is all Porsche.
100%.
Yeah. And you're a Porsche owner yourself?
I am actually. Yeah, I have a Taycan. So I have basically the sedan version of this car. I got it a couple of months ago. I've been really enjoying it, and big reason I got it was to be able to more effectively communicate about EVs.
So yours is, so it's a say it again.
Taycan.
Taycan,
Correct.
And it's an EV Taycan.
Absolutely.
Oh, so tell me, let's talk about your experiences. Now, where do you have a charger at your house?
I actually do not have a charger at my house. I'm lucky to work at a Porsche dealership, so we have some really nice level 3s at work that I'm able to make do with. But I'm pretty lucky because I have a relatively short commute, so I really charge maybe once a week at work. So it hasn't been a terribly big deal for me at all, which is really nice. It's truly just felt like owning a car. Hop in it and go. That's
what I've come to realize is through this series. It's been a month now, and basically a full charge on most of these vehicles is right around 300 miles. And I drive less than 300 miles a week. So just to give people an idea, because a lot of people have this range anxiety. If you were driving normally around your hometown and occasional trips to the mall, you're going to get a week's worth of charge. So say a week's worth of charge, that's one day, overnight, plugging in at your own house.
Yep.
And plugging it is as easy as pie. You literally just plug it in. There's no magic formula into like how you're going to charge it. It's just like just at a gas tank. But how it's actually easier and less obtrusive in someone's life is if you're just charging once a week at your house. That's a lot less than having to drive, for a lot of people, into town to find a gas station.
Yeah, exactly right.
You know?
Yeah, they're kind of bucking the trend, and exactly like you said, just charge at your garage, go to bed. When you wake up to go to work in the morning, you got a full tank of gas. It's perfect. And if you do go on a longer road trip, you can just punch it into the navigation here, and it will break down the whole trip for you, where to charge, how long to charge for, and it breaks that all down before you even leave your house. So it's really it's a piece of cake to drive these cars a short distance or a very long distance.
Now this, as far as the charging port, what type of charge will this take?
So this will do level 1, 2, 3 AC DC. So this car has 2 separate charge ports. There's one on the driver's side and on the passenger side. Both of those can charge at home, so it doesn't matter which side of the garage you pull into, which is pretty cool.
That's a unique feature that I haven't seen yet.
Indeed.
And tell me, I know there's been talk about the Tesla charging stations some of them being able to charge other vehicles. Where can you, is this universally able to charge, or do you need an adapter, or can you only charge at certain places?
Yeah, so right now we can charge at any Tesla non-supercharger station, which is a little restricted, but in January of 2025, they should be rolling out the technology to use an adapter and supercharge your Porsche Macan EV, which is really, really nice. So once that technology comes out, you'll be able to charge at any station anywhere in the country, no problem.
That opens up a lot of possibilities.
Indeed.
And what is is there a cost associated with to be able to switch over, or are they going to have the technology at the charging stations?
You would pay just like you pay with a Tesla. So there is some, charging fee for it, but much, much less than.
But not I'm talking about like a physical, like a piece of equipment that you need to make it.
Yes. Yeah, you would need an adapter.
Okay.
But those should be, once that technology comes out, the new cars will be shipping with that adapter already in the car.
Gotcha. How long have you been interested in you've been working at a Porsche dealership? Like, has Porsche been like, was that only because you got a job at a Porsche dealership, or have you always been fascinated with the brand?
I've always been entranced with Porsche. I mean, when I was younger, I knew I wanted to be in the car business, and I told everybody eventually I'll be able to sell Porsches. I got there a little bit quicker than I thought, but yeah, I've always been really attracted to Porsche as a brand. They make the best cars in the world, in my opinion, and yeah, when I got hired to be the product specialist, to be the guru and help folks understand the new Porsche, I mean, that was a dream job for me, and It still feels like that. I still pinch myself.
That's great. And especially, we've had a lot of experience. I'm lucky enough to call Warren a friend and be part of the Bluefin Blowout, and being able to work for a company like this where someone gives so much back to the community, and with Sedalia, it truly is, it just seems like a different type of company to work for, that everybody is so, it's kind of like family and encouraging and generous, and it just seems like, it really does seem like a dream situation for someone to come work for this company.
Seriously, yeah, especially exactly what you said. I mean, it really does feel like family here. I mean, I've been able to, just chat with Sedalia on the phone every once in a while, or, reach out to Warren on Facebook, or, all these various things that I think in a more corporate place, that would be unheard of. That would be impossible.
Yeah.
And yeah, it truly does feel like a family-run organization.
So if someone wants to purchase one of these vehicles, I know they're in high demand right now. What's the best course of action for them to take?
I would recommend making an appointment and coming down and test driving this particular car that we're driving now, or one of the other demo models we have in stock. If it's something that you absolutely love, which I would expect you to, that would be, we'd work on an order together. So the Porsche Configurator is a wonderful place where you can pick out the exact color, wheel, interior option, all the safety and technology that you want, and you get to watch that car get built, and it comes to the dealership in about 3 to 4 months. So I always recommend doing the build because you get your exact dream car. I mean, it's just a fun thing
Cool.
to do.
And I was talking to Sid also, on the website, they have, when you look through, you can see all the different vehicles they have in stock, and with the VIN number, she was telling me, you can go and find out on each vehicle, the actual vehicle you're looking at, what is available for government what do you call those subsidies? Incentives.
Yep.
Like a $7,500 because it's an EV or this, whatever it happens to be to each vehicle. You talk about the range. There's so much information on the website that it really takes a lot of the guesswork out of it.
For us, it's PorscheNashua.com, and you can get the same info over at Audi for any of those cars. But for us, PorscheNashua.com, you can see the inventory, like you were saying, any of the incentives, any of the various programs that are going on for this car or any Porsche in general.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Pleasure.
So, Joey, what did you think?
Wow. Wow.
Are you saying wow because of this one or this one? Or both?
Both.
How did you like the Macan?
I'll tell you, just elegance, but I love how, I've been in Porsches before, they didn't bastardize it. They stayed true to Porsche. It's a Porsche from head to toe. The styling, the inside, the interior, the drive, that tight, sporty drive, they nailed it.
Yeah, they really did. It's funny that you say that because Porsche's tagline for the Macan Electric is keep your essence. So it really calls to mind, keeping the true natural sense of what the vehicle is. And I think that they hit it a home run right out of the park with this one.
Nailed it.
So you enjoyed that test drive. What do you think about taking this one for a couple of days?
I am so thankful. I am so appreciative, and I'm so honored to be able to speak to these vehicles and to experience them. Our relationship, throughout the Bluefin Blowout and everything else, I am truly honored and blessed and thankful.
Well, Warren really wanted you to enjoy the Porsche. This is the all-electric as well, but this is the Taycan, and it is as sporty as it comes. You're going to have so much fun. I mean, I suggest taking in the back shore like immediately and just forgetting about work today. Today's your day off, right?
1 day off.
1 day off.
In a 10-day span, I have 1 day off.
Today's a good day to have it.
This is a good day to have. I have nothing on the schedule for the rest of the day.
Perfect.
I got this.
Well, pick up Caitlin, go ahead for a cruise, and just enjoy it.
There you go.
Enjoy!
All right. Thank you so much.